Just because you showed a ton of love to the creamy ground beef and potato skillet, I was like, you know what? It's only right that I do the same recipe, but this time using seafood for all of my seafood lovers. With that being said, let's get to cooking. As you can see, I have my jumbo shrimp. Well, you know what? Take that back. It's not jumbo. It's super colossal, okay? The shrimp has been deveined front and back, of course. If you don't want to devein it in the front, that's up to you. But nevertheless, that's what we did, all right? And to season up this shrimp, we're gonna start off with adding some oil. That's gonna help with the marination process and also allowing the seasoning to stick to the shrimp. I'm gonna get down and dirty, so I'm gonna put my gloves on, you feel me? We're gonna add some salt and ground black pepper. We're not gonna add too many seasonings because we wanna keep the flavors of the shrimp going. We don't wanna camouflage the flavors too much by adding a ton of seasonings. We're also gonna add some garlic powder. Let's add some onion powder. Along with our smoked paprika for that nice, beautiful color. Not smoked, but regular paprika. I take that back. This is regular paprika for color. I'm also gonna add some of my all-purpose chicken seasoning. This has no chicken whatsoever in the ingredients. However, it's delicious on chicken, seafood, different types of protein, and veggies. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna mix it up really, really good. And in the meanwhile, you know what? Before we even move on, that's what I'm gonna do to bring out the shrimp flavors even more, all right? Let's add a small pinch of shrimp bouillon. I'm gonna add it to my hand because I don't want a whole ton of it coming out, all right? And that should be perfect. Mix it on up really good. In the meanwhile, we're gonna heat our pan up. Make sure it's a heavy duty skillet, or better yet, if you have a cast iron skillet on hand, pull that cast iron skillet off of the shelf, heat it on up, and let's get it. Let's introduce some oil to our pan. Place the shrimp flat down into the pan. Allow as much surface contact. We're not searing the shrimp, however, we are halfway cooking the shrimp. We're not gonna cook it all the way through just yet because we plan on making a creamy sauce. And at that point in time, we're gonna re-add the shrimp back to the pan. About 1 to 2 minutes on each side will be perfect. And we are cooking on a medium low heat. Add a little bit more oil. We have a lot of seasoning and flavorings at the bottom of the pan. Perfect, just the way we like it. Let's go in and add some butter. You know, let's add all of the butter. Why not, right? Allow the butter to melt. We are gonna reach for our diced potatoes. Ooh. Let's allow the potatoes about 8 to 10 minutes to get nice and golden brown. We're gonna build that nice little crust on the potatoes that we love so much. And yes, I know a lot of you are probably like, damn, this is gonna be quick, 8 to 10 minutes. No, the potatoes are still not gonna be cooked through, however, but it's gonna be cooked through enough so by the time we add the other ingredients, everything is gonna fall into place. Let's see what's going on with our potatoes. You gotta be honest. Are you not happy with this right here? Because I know I am. This is gorgeous, all right? We're gonna get in there. We're gonna flip them around a little bit. Gonna lower the flame even more. And at this point in time, we're gonna add our diced onions along with some bell peppers. We're gonna allow the onions to become translucent along with the red bell peppers as well. And at this point in time, we are gonna add our finely chopped garlic. Get it all in there, of course. Mix it on up really, really good. Give it a little oil. Speed things up just a bit. And once that garlic is fragrant, we're gonna incorporate the garlic with the potatoes. All right, at this point in time, it's good. We're gonna add our broth. Now, when it comes down to the broth, I'm gonna leave that part up to you. I happen to have some shrimp bouillon on hand, so I'm gonna add my shrimp bouillon with water. If you wanna add seafood broth or even chicken broth, you definitely can. You're not gonna spoil the recipe if you add either or. All right, at this point in time, we're gonna cover it back down with the lid, allow it to go for approximately another 8 minutes until the potatoes are slightly fork tender. Let's add some paprika, give our potatoes a little color. We're gonna add a little bit more of onion powder for that extra flavor, along with garlic powder, pinch of salt, ground black pepper, Worcestershire sauce, of course. Don't leave home without it. That should be perfect. Couple tablespoons of the Worcestershire is enough, more than enough. Give it a good stir. Also, I want you to taste it. See if the flavors are what you're looking for. Of course, if you need to add additional seasonings, you definitely can at this point in time. We're going to cover it on down. Add some heavy cream. Hence the fact, how is it going to be creamy if we don't add the heavy cream, right? If you want to add half and half, however, you definitely can. We're going to combine the cream with the sauce and potatoes. All right, let's go in there with a fresh block of Parmesan cheese. Not only is the Parmesan cheese going to provide that delicious flavor, right? It's going to give it a nice nutty flavor, but it's also going to help to thicken the sauce when combined with the heavy cream. I don't know about you, but I love cheese, all right? Especially when it comes to Parmesan cheese. Absolutely delicious. Let's add some fresh thyme. All right, we're going to pull the leaves against the stem, and that's going to allow an easy extraction. If the leaves are growing this way, you're going to pull downward. That's all. It makes it so much easier. We also have some rosemary, which I'm just going to break up with my hands. Let's add some fresh parsley. I'm going to reserve some of the extra parsley, of course. At this point in time, potatoes are tender. So let's add our shrimp back to the mix. Along with all of the reserved juices. I'm going to situate the shrimp into the pan, make it look really pretty. We're going to leave some of the shrimp sitting on top. We're going to place some of the shrimp towards the bottom of the pan. Add a little bit of my seasoning, of course. Okay, that's going to definitely give it a nice herbaceous flavor as well, and also brighten up the flavors. At this point in time, I think it's fair enough to say we could go ahead and turn the stovetop off. And we're finished. All right, we didn't add this to the creamy beef, but I'm gonna add it to the creamy shrimp and potato skillet. And this is just some red chili flakes. Not only is it gonna give it that element of flavor, but it's also gonna give it that element of pop. As you can see, this is gorgeous, right? You have the seasonings. Everything is just standing out and it looks amazing. Without further ado, let's get in there for our taste test. We have our beautiful creamy potatoes along with our gorgeous shrimp. All right, we have our creamy potatoes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, hot. Oh, hot, hot. Ah. It's hot, but you know something is delicious when it's hot and you don't what? You don't spit it out. You keep chewing or you try to cool it in between your cheeks. That's how you know when something is good. This is a winner. An absolute winner. As you saw, I went ahead and left the tails of the shrimp on simply for presentational purposes. But when it comes to the flavors, oh man, absolutely delicious. Give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think. Of course, Cooking with Tammy seasoning at cookingwithtammy.shop. I'll leave the link. And when you're looking for the recipe, you're going to scroll down to where it says more, M-O-R-E, at the bottom of the video. A drop-down display box is going to open and boom, there goes the full recipe. As always, I'm your girl Cooking with Tammy, and I will definitely catch you guys in another video. Thank you so much for always tuning in, and until next time.